Here come the men's parallel bar finalists, the 8th best men's parallel bars competitors that we've seen in action over this weekend. Christian Balázs, big cheer from the home crowd goes up for the Hungarian athlete. The familiar face of Oleg Verniayev, who took home medals yesterday, is obviously looking to add to his haul today. Jordan Alexandrov of Bulgaria. Nikolaos Iliopoulos, we haven't seen him in action yet this weekend. He's one to look forward to. Nazar Chapurny has barely caught his breath following the vault final. Christopher Mazaros, another Hungarian athlete, gets a big cheer from the crowd. Matteo Giubilini in action yesterday as well. Back for more today.
Talaj-döntő résztvevői, participants of the women's floor final. Atanázia Meziri, Greece.
Women's floor finalists. We saw Anastasia Meziri in action yesterday. We haven't seen her yet competing. Karina Kryl. Disappointment for her, falling off the beam. Can she do better on the floor? Alice Vlikova, bronze medal on the beam. Should be full of confidence. Bettina Lili Cifra will be a home favourite. Sana Artamanova, a new face for this weekend. Ava Stewart also came off the beam and will be hoping for a bit more success on the floor. And Audrey Rousseau, second Canadian in this floor final.
Az első 4 tornász megkezdheti a melegítést. The first 4 gymnasts may start the warm-up.
Well, the first 4 gymnasts will begin warming up. And then there'll be a break at the halfway stage of the final, and the next 4 will warm up. That is the start list for the women's floor. It'll be the Greek athlete Anastasia Meziri who gets things underway first on the floor. We saw her in action yesterday on the vault. And it will be Jessie Moore who gets the men's parallel bars competition kicked off. This is the first time we'll be seeing the Australian in action this weekend. 2 Hungarians in this final. 2 Ukrainians. Oleg Verniayev, of course, will be expecting to add to his medal tally. You can see him there just preparing the apparatus.
A melegítési idő letelt. The warm-up time is over. I will call on the floor first. Talajdöntőjében az első versenyző, Atanázia Meziri, Greece.
Anastasia Meziri of Greece is first up on the floor. Atanazia Maziri makes her way slowly off the floor to the waiting area where she will wait for the judges' verdict on that floor routine. A foot out of bounds there. That's not ideal. But she completed her tumbling passes well. She had good power. Height in the air there, nice tight tuck shape. Better controlled landing than the previous one. Some lively dance elements.
In the parallel bars final korlát döntőjében az első versenyző Jessie Moore, Australia.
Austria's Jessie Moore. He made his debut in senior international competition in 2021. And there he finished fourth in the all-round at the Continental Championships, narrowly missed a spot in the Tokyo Olympic Games. But in that same event, he took silver on the parallel bars. He's had consistent results at both junior and senior level. And those results earned him a position at the National Training Centre with the Australian Institute of Sport, with a focus on future international success. Nicely done indeed by Jessie Moore. Well, the Australian's also thought about his future outside of gymnastics when he retires from the sport. He said he'd still like to be involved in it and become a physiotherapist. Of course, he'd have a unique understanding of what treatments would be required, what athletes need, having been there and done that himself, competed at elite level, known about the strains that such competition takes on the body.
Most pedig látjuk Atanazia Maziri pontszámát, 12,333 pontot kapott a görög hölgy. And the next in the floor final, Ada Hautala, Finland.
This is Ada Hautala, the 19-year-old from Finland. Well, a confident and assured performance from the Finnish gymnast, the national champion in 2019 in her first senior year of competition. Finished champion on the floor in 2020. She's pleased with her performance, as is her coach.
Előre szuplé, egy lábra, rundel, flick, dupla csavar. Volt ez az akrobatikus sor. Dupla bicska szaltó, hátra. Jessie Moore pontszáma 13,5 pont a korlát döntőjében.
13.5 for Jessie Moore.
Balázs Krisztián, Magyarország.
Well, the big cheers go up for the Hungarian athlete. Krisztián Balázs from Budapest. 21 years of age, already has many medals to his name. He's a World Junior Championship medalist, a Youth Olympic Games medalist. He won a bronze medal in the men's parallel bars event in the 2019 European Youth Summer Olympic Festival held in Baku. Generally his medals have come on floor, horizontal bar and team, not necessarily parallel bars. Well, there was a big step on landing, but that was a good performance from Krisztián Balázs. And there was a big cheer from the crowd as well.
Aki nyújtón is és korláton is rendszeresen döntős résztvevője a világkupa sorozatnak, érmes eredményekkel zár. 2019-ben a junior VB nyújtón szerzett 3. helyet. Itt egy kördíj, ami dobot láthattunk tőle.
Well, he performed this routine with real confidence, moving well between the elements.
Ez pedig már a leuglás lesz, ami egy dupla előre szaltó zsugor helyzetben. Ada Hautala pontszáma 12,733 pont.
Ida Hautala is first of 2 so far on the floor.
Következő versenyzőnő a talajon. The next in the floor final, Karina Kröll, Austria.
But can Karina Kröll top that? She was 5th best in qualification and she'll be keen to make up for a disappointing beam routine. Well, Christina Krill, that was a lively and dynamic floor routine from the Austrian. It was just that one step off the floor following her first tumbling pass in which she failed to really control the landing.
Kézen átfordulás, nyújtott testű, előre szaltó, egész csavar volt ez az akrobatikus sora. Gimnasztikus, táncos kötések, váltófutó és egy váltófutó félfordulat. És már is Balázsi Krisztián pontszámára ugrunk. 14,133 pont.
14.33 so far for Christian Balázs is in first position after two gymnasts, and the home crowd I'm sure would absolutely love it if he were to stay there.
Ukraine.
Well, this man needs no introduction. Ukrainian Oleg Venyaev. Took gold on the parallel bars in Mersin last weekend. I'm sure he'd love to make it back-to-back golds. Silver yesterday on pommel. Such a highly accomplished gymnast and clearly enjoying being back in competition following that hiatus in which he was found to have violated world anti-doping regulations, but nevertheless he's back. He looks to be as good as ever and he's clearly enjoying the return to competition. And why wouldn't he be when he's performing like that?
Nagyon nehéz gyakorlatot láthattunk. Nem véletlenül lett ő Rióban olimpiai első helyezett ezen a szeren.
Big congratulations from the onlookers.
Kelev félfordulatot láthattunk tőle, itt pedig Kelev egy karfára. Tippelt nevű figura. Tőle is láthattuk a bevásárt.
A really impressive element from Verniaev. He's so composed throughout that routine.
Előre dupla zsugorszaltó félfordulattal.
He joins Karina Krill on the bench.
Karina Krill pontszáma 12,166 pont a talajfináléban.
Third of three so far for Karina Krill, the Austrian.
And the next one on the floor, Alica Vlkova, Czech Republic.
And here is the bronze medalist from the beam. Alica Vlkova must be feeling confident. She is in good form. nicely done by Elise Vlkova. It certainly looked as if she enjoyed herself out on the floor, which is the important thing as well.
Föl is állhatott a dobogó harmadik fokára. Kézen átfordulás szuplé, dupla csavart láthattunk itt tőle. Ez pedig rundelflick szupléból tripla csavar. És a dupla zsugorszaltó befejező sora volt.
She combined the dance elements nicely with some really elegant tumbling passes, really powerful as well, good height in the air. Well, I think we expected that result. Oleg Verniev goes into the top position as things stand. In the men's vault final, he's just directing the cameras there as to where he wants it to be. He clearly wants the cameras to see his entire shirt. And now it is the turn of Jordan Alexandrov. Second strongest in qualification. He's a very nice performer on bars indeed. He might not necessarily have the difficulty to make a run for a medal, but he is very good. He grew up in the USA. He's an American collegiate gymnast. Went to the University of California. Got silver on parallel bars in Varna. Well, Alexandrov, when he went to the USA, he could barely speak English. No one seemed to notice that he was sitting in class and not talking to anyone. Certainly a tough start to life in the USA, and that's a tough ending to his parallel bars routine. And you can see from his face how disappointed he is with that, because the routine had gone so well. He'd done a good performance. That was a solid performance from the Bulgarian. Just that last minute letdown when he was just unable to stick his landing. And it's disappointing for Jordan Alexandrov. Disappointing end to what was a decent routine.
Korláton és nyújtón is büszkélkedhet már érmes hellyel a világkupa sorozatból. Egy támaszcserét láthattunk tőle. És a leugrása. Ez sajnos most nem sikerült a várakozásainak megfelelően.
First place so far for Elise Vlkova. Can she collect another medal? Well, at this halfway point through the women's floor and parallel bars finals, the next four gymnasts will get themselves warmed up.
Egy perc van még hátra a melegítésből. 1 minute left from the warm-up.
And as you may have heard there is 1 minute remaining for these gymnasts to warm up before the second part of each final gets underway. And there's our Trapani there. Just adding some chalk to the bars. Grip, of course, incredibly important on such apparatus. And I suppose the good thing about him going in the second half of this final is that he has had the chance to catch his breath following the vault final.
Jordan Alexandrov pontszáma 13,133 ezred pont. A melegítési idő letelt. The warm-up time is over. A következő versenyző a női talajdöntőben. Cifra Bettina Lili, Magyarország.
Big cheer goes up for Bettina Lili Cifra of the home nation. Well, that was a lively and upbeat performance with a Latin twist, and it certainly got the home crowd cheering. They definitely enjoyed that one, and what was not to enjoy? A great performance from Bettina Lili Cifra, the Hungarian athlete, giving the home fans something to enjoy.
Lilit ma már láthattuk a gerenda döntőben, és itt most a talajon is. Az első sora. Zsugor Cukahara, gyönyörű szép érkezéssel. Ezt követte a dupla bicskaszaltó. Emelt lábas forgás, majd rögtön egy passzé forgás. Zsugor dupla szaltó. És a gyakorlat vége. And now on the parallel bars, Nikolaos Iliopoulos, Greece.
Nikolaos Iliopoulos from Patra in the west of Greece. Sixth strongest in qualification. 5.4 in terms of his difficulty level. He missed out on the European Championships last year because of a back injury. Says his ambition is to compete at the Paris 2024 Olympics. He says the proudest moment of his career was finishing 19th in the individual all-round event at the 2021 World Championships in Japan. A good solid performance from the Greek and a big smile to go with it. Certainly pleased with how he's done there on the parallel bars.
A görög versenyző 2021-ben a világbajnokságon egyéni összetettben 19. helyen zárt. Azóta is világkupákon, korláton és nyújtón is döntős helyekkel büszkélkedhet. Tippelt. Ez pedig a leugrás, dupla bicskaszaltó, hátra gyönyörű, pontos, precíz érkezéssel. És most pedig nézzük Cifra Lili pontszámát, 12,9 pont. Ezzel át is veszi a vezetést a versenyben.
Well, you can hear the reaction from the crowd as Cifra goes into first position on the floor as things stand. Really lovely performance from Sona Artemova, the 15-year-old from the Czech Republic. She made her senior international debut this year. We saw her at Cottbus. She didn't make any of the finals. She finished 11th and 13th on beam and floor, so this is certainly an improvement for her.
Első sor a rundel szuplé, másfél csavar után egy előre szuplé, egész csavar. Dupla bicska hátraszaltó. Nagyon tiszta volt a dupla gugolóforgás. Klasszikus balettot idéző mozdulatokkal zárta a gyakorlatot. Nikolaos Iliopoulos pontszáma 14,2.
Well, he knew he'd done a good job. He was pleased with himself as soon as he came off the apparatus. He's certainly pleased to be in second position. Nazar Chepurny already got a gold medal from his efforts today on vault. Let's see how he can do on the parallel bars. He finished 4th in qualification. His difficulty score is relatively low, 5.5. That was very nicely done indeed. Solid performance from Nazar Chepurny, and a high five and a pat on the back from his teammate Oleg Verneyev, who is the man to beat. He's currently in first position on the parallel bars. Can Nazar Chepurny join him on the podium as things stand? Still 2 more athletes to go on the parallel bars. 2 more to go on the floor as well.
Nevű mozdulat az ő gyakorlatában is. És a leugrásnak neki is dupla előre szaltó zsugor helyzetben egy apró elszökkenéssel. Sona Artamanova pontszáma
12.966. Sona Artamanova gets herself into first position and she knocks Bettina Lily Siefer off the top spot of the podium. Ava Stewart of Canada, one of 3 gymnasts to come off the beam earlier. She'll be hoping to be a little more consistent on the floor. Ava Stewart of Canada perhaps struggled a little bit with some balance issues at various points throughout that routine. Let's take another look.
Rundel szuplé, másfél csavar, egy lábra, rundel, flick és dupla bicska szaltó volt az első sor. Bicska szaltó, egy lábra, rundel, flick, szuplé, dupla csavar, kombinált sor volt ez is. Most pedig Nazar Csepőni pontszáma 14,8
currently in second position, and as things stand on the men's parallel bars, it is Ukraine 1 and 2.
Mészáros Krisztófer, Magyarország.
Well, big cheers going up around the arena as Christopher Mészáros prepares to take to the parallel bars. He was the first in qualification. I'm sure the home crowd would love to see him finish first in this final as well. Cleanly through all those elements. Oh, what a performance that was from Christopher Mazaros of Hungary. He got gold on the floor yesterday. Can he add to his medal tally after a performance like that? He certainly wouldn't bank against him. Got silver on the parallel bars in Tel Aviv earlier this year. It was a really impressive, confident, clean performance from the Hungarian.
Tippelt nevű figura, szép folyamatos az emelés kézállásba. És ez itt a leugrása, dupla zsugor, előre szaltó, tökéletes érkezéssel. Szép volt Christopher. Ava Stewart pontszáma pedig 12,3 pont a talajfináléban.
Ava Stewart score not enough to knock Sona Atmanova off the top spot.
Canada.
And here is Audrey Russo of Canada, the last to go on the floor. Audrey Russo of Canada. Well, there was a foot outside of the line after the first stumbling pass, but despite that was
korlátdöntő 5. helyezettjét láthattuk most a talajon, korábbi
nice floor
évekből
routine
már
from
gerendán is
the
szerzett
23-year-old from
világkupán
Quebec.
aranyérmet.
She's had quite a while away from the sport. She had a year and a half of rehabilitation. She came back in May of this year. She said she was really proud of herself when she came back into the sport. She said she's had to have a lot of patience. She experienced a lot of pain, a lot of frustration. It was a long road back through injury, but she got there and she's proud of herself. She said there's still work to do, but the fact she's able to be back and competing is really exciting for her, to be back competing in the sport that she loves.
Mészáros Christopher pontszámát láthatjuk, 14,866 ezred pont. Ezzel jelenleg a második helyezett Christopher a döntőben.
So it is still Oleg Verniev who is on top spot. Christopher Mazaros knocks Nazar Ciperny down to the bronze medal position. Matteo Giubilini, the last to go on the bars. Matteo Giubilini, the 5th strongest in qualifying, still just a teenager, 18 years of age.
A fiatal svájci versenyzőt
quite
tegnap már a
deflated.
All döntőjében is láthattuk, ott épp hogy lemaradt a dobogóról, negyedik
Didn't really
lett.
control the landing, but these experiences on the international stage are invaluable.
Homma nevű figura. Moly. Tippelt, ami sajnos nem sikerült. És a leugrása a dupla bicska szaltó.
Audrey, so 7th position for the Canadian.
1266 ezret pont.
That concludes the women's floor and the parallel bars finals. As soon as Matteo Giubilini gets his mark, 12.433, that puts him in 8th position for the young Swiss gymnast. Well, he can't be too disappointed with himself. He has made the final, which is a great achievement in itself, and he is still a youngster, still just 18 years of age, so he has plenty of years ahead of him.
And now I ask the medal recipients of the women's balance beam and men's uneven
Well, another medal for
parallel bars
Hungary, the
final,
host
of
nation.
course. Please line
Bettina
up for
Lili
the
Sifra
awarding
taking
ceremony.
silver on the floor after Sana Artemanova, who takes gold, and Alice Vlikova, another medal for the young Czech. Really impressive stuff from her this weekend. We'll shortly have confirmation of the standings from the men's parallel bars final. Oleg Vernyayev, another medal for the Ukrainian. Christopher Mazarosh, another medal for the home nation. And Nazar Chaperny, another medal for him too.
And I kindly ask the medal presenters of the women's balance beam final.
5 medals so far for Ukraine.
A döntőjében on the 3rd place, Alica Vlikova, Czech Republic.
And Alice Vlikova, another bronze for the young Czech gymnast. What a weekend it's been for her.
Második lett, on the 2nd place, Cifra Bettina Lili, Magyarország.
Bettina Lili Sifra, listen to the noise from the crowd as she steps up to collect her silver medal.
És a döntő győztese, and the gold medal goes to Sona Artamanova, Czech
Sana
Republic.
Artemanova, another medal for the Czech Republic. Czech Republic taking gold and bronze.
Kérem, hogy álljanak fel és hallgassuk meg együtt a cseh himnuszt. Please stand up for the national anthem of Czech Republic. Congratulations, gratulálunk.
Congratulations indeed to the finalists, to the medalists on the women's floor. Sana Artmanova, Tina Nisifra and Alice Lekova.
A döntő harmadik helyezettje, on the third place, Nazar Chapurny, Ukraine.
Well, a familiar face, Nazar Chapurny, been on the podium many times this weekend.
Második lett, on the second place,
Mészáros
Christopher, Magyarország.
Big cheer goes up for the Hungarian gymnast Christopher Mészáros, who takes the silver.
És a döntő győztese, on the first place, Oleg Vernayev, Ukraine.
And Oleg Vernayev, again, another familiar face. He's been on that podium a number of times over the course of this weekend and last. Back to international competition with a bang.
Kérem, álljanak fel az ukrán nemzeti himnuszra. Please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine.
Well, we've heard the Ukrainian national anthem a number of times today. Gymnasts performing incredibly well in Szombathely on this second day of competition. Ukraine gold and bronze, and Hungary, the home nation, taking the silver. And Nazar Chapurny with the selfie. Of course, this is a moment he'll want to remember.
I ask the